So let's talk about vulnerability scanners and why they're important. I mean, why do we even run a vulnerability scan in the first place? Many times these scans are a part of a cybersecurity assessment and really sets the stage and lets the security professional know exactly what's on the network and what needs to be taken care of from a risk perspective. NIST defines vulnerability scanner as a network tool that scans devices to identify generally known and organization-specific CVEs based on a wide range of signature strategies. OWASP is well known for the top 10 web application security risk list and speaks to the role of the security scanner in the process of cybersecurity assessments. Web application vulnerability scanners are automated tools that scan web applications normally from an external resource. The goal is to identify security vulnerabilities such as cross-site scripting, SQL injection, command injection, path traversal, and insecure server configuration. This category of tools is frequently referred to as dynamic application security testing or DAS tools. A large number of both commercial and open source tools of this type are available, and all of these tools have their own strengths and weaknesses. Tenable Nessus is used by security analysts, consultants, and penetration testers to perform an unlimited amount of assessments on site and in the cloud. Tenable may be used to automate point-in-time assessments to identify flaws, missing patches, malware, and misconfigurations on a variety of operating systems and applications. Nessus offers vulnerability scoring systems such as CVSS, EPSS, and Tenable VPR to implement vulnerability prioritization for remediation strategy. You may gather actionable steps with a resource center to guide the security team and associated business units. Nessus is built with in-depth knowledge of how security experts conduct assessments, so features are designed to reduce time and effort. So in the world of information technology, are you familiar with a Raspberry Pi? And no, I'm not talking about the one you eat, the one with the delicious crust. We're talking about the Raspberry Pi that may be used in cybersecurity. And once upon a time, working at a Navy installation, we didn't have the resources to properly set up a vulnerability scanner. And the manager at that time had a great idea to use a Raspberry Pi to perform scans, and we were pleasantly surprised. Cybersecurity professionals may deploy Nessus on a variety of operating systems and even a Raspberry Pi. Dynamically compiled plugins increase scan performance and efficiency, so business attains valuable results quickly. Industry-leading coverage of vulnerabilities empower security teams to triage and address the risks with the greatest potential impact. With over 400 pre-configured templates, finding vulnerabilities is simplified in a centralized resource. While the cybersecurity team may have no problem understanding the technologies on the network and the associated risk, dashboards are key to reporting to senior leadership so they understand the trends and key performance indicators to show improvements in security posture, and also a great way to justify additional cybersecurity spending. Nessus optimizes reports which may be exported in different formats to incorporate in the risk remediation planning process. Live results automatically perform offline assessments with each plugin update and view of vulnerabilities based on scan history. An intuitive and user-friendly experience encourages cybersecurity experts to review findings and map out next steps with confidence. Nessus groups similar issues and vulnerability categories together in one thread to assist in researching and prioritizing issue remediation. The Qualys Vulnerability Management Detection and Response is another great tool that's preferred by business to perform vulnerability scanning. Empower the business cybersecurity team to measure, communicate, and eliminate risk across the enterprise landscape with immense visibility into the organization's security posture. Automatically discover and categorize known and unknown assets, internal and internet exposed assets, continuously identify, manage, and unmanaged assets. Create and manage automated workflows to spot all active assets and potential problems. And misconfigurations open the door to cyber breaches and security non-compliance linked to vulnerabilities. Automated scanning on a resource is an essential tool to have as part of the cybersecurity team, setting the schedule to perform vulnerability scans, typically at a time where it doesn't impact the team or any resource utilization. You can have scans running on nights or weekends to identify the risk on the network and be prepared to plan for a more secure future for the business. Qualys helps business continuously detect critical vulnerabilities and misconfigurations across mobile devices, operating systems, and various applications. Automatically prioritize the highest rated vulnerabilities on critical assets and reduce vulnerabilities to the most concerning findings. Evidence of exploitation and the likelihood of exploitation aids teams in understanding which assets are most at risk. Insight into the company's cyber risk exposure within hardware systems, cloud environments, and IoT assets is always a great help to any cybersecurity professional. The risk remediation strategy should be based on the critical and high-rated findings first. These are items that are easily compromised. Kids hanging out in the garage or just sitting at the park on their laptop will have no problem taking advantage of the most well-known vulnerabilities. Business may detect vulnerabilities and reduce mean time to remediation with Qualys. Prioritize vulnerabilities and risk reduction utilizing Qualys True Risk Prioritization. Automate patching to remediate threats without an analyst or engineer interaction. And risk-based vulnerability management with VMDR and cybersecurity asset management efficiently improves remediation plans. Having a wealth of vulnerability information centralized into a single platform makes the job easier and more enjoyable. You're more likely to want to get involved in remediation planning if you know you can look into a single place for scanning, the results, reporting, dashboards, all the great features that the Qualys VMDR has to offer. Over 20 threat intelligence feeds and 80,000 signatures highlight exploits, likelihood, and evidence of exploitation. The Enterprise True Risk platform delivers a unified view of cyber risk posture to aggregate and measure Qualys and non-Qualys risk factors. Communicating cyber risk with context to the business to eliminate cybersecurity threats included in the attack surface is always the key strategy.